So I'm going to record this just so everyone hears. Just a reminder. So if you send me an email tonight, I want to respond back at about 12:30. If you don't get a response from me by 4 o'clock, you can get your email. So send another one tonight to the correct email address. If you forgot something like graph paper or a ruler or a signed course outline, please get that signed tonight. If you forgot to do the homework last night, or you wrote down 14, 13, 28, like this, please do it properly in the future, okay? Because this isn't teaching anything, okay, for that. All right, here we go. Today's lesson is called rational numbers. Okay, guys. Now, rational numbers is probably a new term here. Does anyone here speak French? Oh, good. Half the class. This is wonderful. I'm going to love the half of the class for 2 reasons. Number one, my daughter's going to French immersion next year for kindergarten, so I'm trying to teach her new words. So I don't know a lot of French words, so I may be going to say, like, how do you say applesauce in French and things like that, because I don't know. Secondly, French is a good language because it helps you with your language skills. What's the root of the word rational? You don't know what rational means. So, is anybody else? What's the root of rational? Go ahead.
Ratio.
Ratio. Good. What's a ratio? This is you, the learner. What's a ratio? Go ahead.
Fraction.
Fraction, exactly, and that's what this is. Okay, so we're going to say a rational number is a fraction. A ratio is actually technically comparing two things, but that's what a fraction is too. So a rational number is a fraction. In math, we leave all solutions as fractions. In this class, 1/3 is equal to 1/3, not 0.33333 forever and forever. Okay? I never want to see that 0.3333333. Right? Did I mention yesterday that on the first quiz there is no calculators? I hope I did, so I'm saying it again. Okay, so we're doing fraction rules right now, and this is like a skill you're really going to need not only in this class but in all your future math classes. I teach calculus. I was telling them yesterday, and they were a little afraid, but in university they don't get calculators for first year math. Okay, so if you're relying heavily on it, I'm going to try and get you away from. We'll still be using. It'll still be allowed to calculate in the final exam and all that stuff, right? But for the first quiz, we're not going to use it. If you don't have this thing memorized yet, that's your times table. For those people sitting in the back who can't see it, okay? It's very important because this is probably the most important thing of this year. Okay, that you're going to need. Here we go. So let's do a few examples here. Jenna, working evenly up to you.
Okay.
Jenna, what's the first step to adding fractions? What do you need?
The denominator.
Good. So what's my common denominator going to be for this?
I don't know.
Somebody help her there. Go ahead. Caleb, go ahead. What's the common denominator?
12.
12. How'd you get 12?
5
Good. So what you can do to always get a common denominator is just multiply the two numbers. I'll take that up here for some of you that can pass it. Everyone wants to get this learning as quickly as possible. Okay? So all we do is we just going to times both the opposite numbers across. That's not always get the lowest, but that you will get the common denominator. Okay? Cassidy, 3/4 is going to be the same as what over 12? 9. How'd you get that? Good. So what she did there, properly mind you, is the denominator multiplied by 3, so the numerator multiplied by 3. All right, so Alyssa, 1/3 is the same as what over 12? 4 over 12. How'd you get that? So 4. Good. So if you take a look on the right, we times the denominator by 4, so we're going to times the numerator by 4. All right, Maya, what is 9 over 12 plus 4 over 12, please? 13 over 12, very good. And the whole reason why we're using common denominators is because like they're the same, then you don't need to do anything with it. Some people like to call that 1 and 1/12. I don't. Okay, mixed numbers I don't like. I like improper fractions. They shouldn't be called that. But I prefer calculating improper fractions. By the way, if you don't like big Spider-Man, I have 3 little Spider-Man up. Sorry, you guys are looking at the wrong spot. This actually should be looking up here. Right? They were unfortunately vandalized my classroom, didn't put up there. So I do littler Spider-Mans for the future for that. Okay, are most people remembering adding fractions? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If we put a mixed fraction underneath there, would you?
That's still correct. That's still correct. But the thing is, like, when the problem is, like, I'll show you the problem. Let's say, and everyone does fractions differently. Let's say I want you to, subtract that. Okay. Oh, sorry, Spencer. Do you remember what the absolute first thing you have to do when you see that is?
I don't know. Add the smaller sections. Yeah, like the 1/8 kind of.
So go ahead.
Make it
You got to make them improper instantly, right? So like it's okay to change your mixed number, but every time in math you do something with it, you have to pretty much change it. Now, so before you say yes, I was taught in grade 7 how I can do this. Like you subtract them and then carry the negatives and all. Yes, if you want to do it more complicated, that's fine. Okay, but this is the way that it'll work for everything when you get to that. Okay? So, Noah, I'm gonna pick on you. So do you know all the improper fractions? How do you change this to improper fraction? Do you remember?
8 times 3 plus 1.
Good. So what you're going to do is 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Great. Now the way I know that's right is that 3 is going to be the same as 24 over 8, right? And then the other 8 is going to be the 25th right there. All right, Lindsay, how do I deal with the 1 and 2/5? 7 over 5. The way she got that was 5 times 1 is 5, and then plus another 2 is going to be 7. Now these are going to be big numbers. If you can't multiply 25 times whatever in your head, that's okay. Right, for this. But I'm going to pick here on Calvin. What's my common denominator here going to be, please? How'd you get that? Good. Perfect. All right, Megan. What's the numerator on the left going to be? What do you have to do? No, well, not because it's not going to quite be 25. Because 25 over 8 is not going to be 25 over 40, right? Well, so what you're going to do is, right, to get to the 40. It's okay. To get to the 40, you're just going to times that by 5, right? So you get the numerator also going to times by 5 to make it equivalent. So it's going to be, what is that, 125, I think?
Yes.
Is that right? So you can check. I think that's how it goes on there. Karina, I'm picking on you. What's the numerator on the right-hand side going to be, please?
56, and then the bottom number's going to be 40.
56 over 40, close. Is that right? No. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not awake or something. Yeah, that's right. We're good. Okay. So we need to times 8 and times 8. Yeah, that's right. We're good. I'm not awake. All right, Desiree, I can't remember your name. Sorry about that. What's the final step you're going to be? Good. So what's 125 minus 56? 29 over 40. If you want to call that 1 and 29 over 40, go ahead. Okay, right. I'm more than happy with 69 over 40. The one thing I'm not happy with is you calling that 1.725 or whatever happens to equal. Never do that. Okay, always do it as a fraction. If you say, oh no, my name is Luke and I hate fractions, I'm sorry for you. You're going to hate math for the rest of your life because fractions are in and decimals are out. Am I clear on that? Yeah. Sorry to be mean. I apologize. Okay, whoever's texting, stop texting. Okay, I'm going to hit pause in the video, give you guys one to try. That's messy, and then I'll hit pause in the video here, okay? So this is going to be 2/3 minus 1/2 plus, we'll go 8 over 9. So what you should do for this one is, there's 3 terms in your common denominator for all 3. I'm going to hit pause in the video, and then you guys can try this yourselves, and then we'll try something else.